What a masterful point by the player at the bottom of the screen. Let's watch this point and then we'll analyze it. Now, before we get started, this video is courtesy of New YC Photo on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to their awesome channel. We've got an underhand serve here, pretty darn awesome, and they get into an exchange. All of a sudden, the server hits a little bit short, and that's when the returner decides to blast it in the corner and start coming forward. But right here is where the returner puts himself in trouble. So when you hit a really good shot in the corner and you start coming in, you must split step as your opponent hits the ball. Watch. We can see about the time when the server is going over to hit it, and we zoom into the returner, he never split steps. So what ends up happening is he takes a very wide turn to get to this ball. See, when you're coming forward, you want all of your movements to be jagged. You want to come in and make a jagged movement. Come in, make a jagged movement. Come in, make a jagged movement. Come in, make a jagged movement. Everything has to be jagged, like when it comes to the turn that you make. But that's only possible if you split step. Watch, he does not split step. So he ends up overrunning this, coming too far forward, and now he's got to move laterally, and I would say actually back slightly. He actually moves backward, and he loses ground. If he had split stepped when he should have, which is right about here, this is around the time he should have split stepped, he could have, from right there, just made a straight line to that point. But watch, he goes like this. Watch him, and I'm not saying this because I'm better than this player. Like, he's obviously better than I am. It's just that his coach right here needs to notice this stuff. I hope they're reviewing the footage, and he needs to get with this player in the next practice and say, hey, you lost this point because you didn't split step when coming forward, and then, the dominoes fell. So, the onus is on the coaches. The players are amateurs. The coaches are getting paid to help their players, do well and improve and do well in these invitationals. So I hope this coach, hope the coach watches this video. But I hope the coach is noticing this stuff, that his player didn't split step coming to the net. That's a big no-no. And in coaching, you're either teaching it or you're allowing it. So there's no way he's telling him not to split step coming in. So he's allowing it if he does not address this with the player. So he comes forward. I will say this about the server. I watched many points with this server. And what I noticed, and it's very smart, is anytime the opponent came in, he hit cross court and short. And this seems to be something that he does on purpose because it just kept happening over and over again. Watch where this cross-court ball lands. This is critical. When your opponent is coming in and you're going to hit a cross-court pass, don't worry so much about blasting it, but actually try to get the ball to land in the service box. It's a sharper angle, so you might actually hit a winner. But also what it does is it gives them like a low volley or half volley, and it gets them to play the ball below net level. So the ball has to go up off their racket, and then you can come in, and then you have an easier time to go for the pass or approach shot later on. And that's exactly what happens. The player in red hits it short, and now the player in black has a short ball. Now, here is where you don't see rec players making the same move, but the player in black does a masterful job of choosing the right target in order to win. Now, there are two places he could hit this ball. He could hit the ball down the line. He could rip the ball cross court. Okay. This player, the returner, is not bisecting those two spots. He's not in the middle of those two spots. We all know that he's got to get over here if he wants to be equidistant to those two shots. So, of course, he's going to be moving to the center. Well, guess what? This guy knows that. He knows that the opponent's going to be moving that direction, so he decides to hit the ball down the line to wrong foot him. He hits the ball down the line, and now the returner has to backtrack to get back into position. Like, I would say 98 times out of 100 in this position, rec players hit this ball into the open court. But the returner is moving that way. So when the ball goes cross court, you'll end up hitting the ball right where they are, and then he can go for a passing shot. And all of a sudden, the returner is in a much better place. Start wrong footing your opponents more often than you normally do. If you hit them into a corner and you get a short ball, hit it back to the same side where they are, and then you're going to get them to be wrong. You're going to wrong foot them, get them all twisted up, and they're going to give you a weak shot. So here's a perfectly executed split step, talking about the player in red not split stepping. Look at the player in black. perfectly executing a split step. You want to split step somewhere between 0.2 and 0.25 seconds after your opponent hits the ball. So get an analysis app. One that you could get would be OnForm. Get the analysis app OnForm from the App Store. And then what you can do is start like using the timer to time your split step based on your opponent's hits. So let's check this out. There's the contact right there. And we put a timer down and we see when the split, oops, sorry, I'm just going to get rid of that one. When does the split step occur? Let's see when he lands. Boom, right there. Look at that. Perfect. 0.21. Perfect. Right in that range, 0.2 to 0.25. That synchronizes your brain and your reaction time with your eyes and when your brain recognizes where the ball is actually going with when your feet hit the ground. You want to be coming down into the split step as your brain recognizes where to go so that as soon as you land, you can move into position. You'll notice here that the volleyer then hits the ball very short. You don't want to hit this ball deep, because like really to either direction, because then it's actually a shorter distance. When you're close to the net, now you have angle that you can, potentially hit. So he ends up hitting this ball super short into the service box and he ends up winning. So go out and film yourself playing matches. Start analyzing your footwork, your strategy, even your technique. See how you can improve. If you do, you're going to win more matches. Now, if you're tired of lugging around your old and outdated ball machine, then just make your tennis friends jealous and get the Proton Ball Machine by Hydrogen Sports. And right now you can get free shipping in the USA when you use my link. It's in the description. You'll find it in the first comment. You'll also see it on the screen at the end of this video. The Proton is fully programmable using its intuitive app. In fact, you control it using your smartphone or watch. It holds up to 100 balls and weighs less than 20 pounds. To see how truly amazing this ball machine is, and to get free shipping when you order one, be sure to use my link. Now, before I show you that link, if you're looking for new practice partners close to you in your local area, maybe new opponents to play singles and doubles against, or you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then check out PlayYourCourt. It's a database of players and coaches in your local area who you can contact and start playing more tennis today. The link is in the description and pinned in the first comment. Check out PlayYourCourt. You're going to love it. So click right there to check out the Proton Ball Machine. And with that link, you're given a coupon code for free shipping. Look, you got to analyze video footage of yourself playing. If you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.